So earlier this week, my mom had asked me, she's like, hey, do you want to go out and a walk with me and restart up what we tried to do a long time ago? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, sure. I don't mind going on walks in the morning. And I'm like, what time? And she's like, 6:30. And I'm like, rethinking. But no, I'll still go with you. So I ended up deciding, all right, I'll go. And the next day, she wakes me up. Thankfully, not at 6:30. It was at 7, more reasonable time. I'm just kidding. She did wake me up at 7. And she woke me up, and I'm like groaning. I'm like, I don't want to wake up, cause summer vacation, and I do not want to wake up early if it's summer vacation. Like vacation, I'm supposed to be able to sleep in, not wake up early. But I mean, and to go on a walk in the morning before my mom has to go to work, yeah, I guess I do. Well, I'm like, and I'm like, Mom, do you want me to go with you? And she's like, looks at me and she's like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, ugh. And then I'm like, ugh. In my brain and my body's telling me you're too tired, you're not gonna get up. But this question that or not question like this, well, yeah, kind of a question that I asked myself really changed the way I looked at it. And so my brain said, like, all right, if you want to sleep in, go ahead. But it's like, you have the willpower to get up. If you don't get up, that's because you're too lazy. But you can get up because you can control your body, not your body controlling you. And so I'm like, okay, fine. So I drag myself out of bed and I go on the walk. And it was actually really refreshing. I got to talk to my mom and um figure out a funny example that is going to be one of these shorts that I'm put out, and just, you know, get closer to God in nature. And it was just really cool to like see that happen. And then today, or the next day after that happened, I woke up. I put it in my timer for like, I think it was 7. I think I snoozed my alarm the first time, and then it went off again at 7:10, and then I snoozed again and it went off at 7:20. I'm like, oh, fine. And then my brain told me the same thing again. It says, you have the willpower to get up. And the reason why I feel like I was actually more willing to get up is because I didn't want to actually walk anywhere. And my dad had just gotten back with a treadmill. And so I was really excited about that. I still am. Treadmill. Now I can walk while still being in the presence and comfort of my own home. Well, outside of my home, but anyway. So yeah. And and so that was just really cool for me to just see that I have the willpower. Like, the power is in my hands to wake up. Whether I choose to or not is up to me. But it's all about the mindset. And I don't know if anybody knows me, it's very hard for me to wake up because I am a night owl, not an early bird. My mom and my brother are, which is awesome for them, but I've never had it easy trying to wake up in the morning. And so it really surprised me that I did this. And so I went outside this morning and I went on the treadmill and I did like a 15-30 minute exercise with the incline and the uh three, I don't know, I had all the bars for fat burn, endurance, and I don't know, cool down or something. I don't know. Something that I thought was cool. And um yeah. And then after that, like, I actually felt good, which is weird, but I did because I was out there in the morning and in the fresh morning air. And then once I came back inside, I took a shower. And I'm like, after I got out, I felt very good. and I ended up going about my day. I um I went and I cleaned the pantry, which was a mess. So I'm glad I did that. And that made my mom really happy. And then I made my mom food. And I was able to get so many more things done. I also did my mom's laundry and made her bed. And honestly, I normally never do that. I'm very much like, I can't even make my own bed because it doesn't bother me. It's like, I don't move around a lot anyway. So it's like, why do I need to make a bed? It's like, I'm just gonna mess it up again. But this one I actually made my bed. I did 2 loads of laundry. I did my mom's laundry, I don't know. And the pantry, it was just really, it was a very progressive day. And it's really good when you make your mind to get up in the morning and exercise and read the word and get out in the fresh air. And so I challenge you guys to do that. Even if it's just for 15 minutes. Just get out there. Even if you don't exercise, just go out on your front porch or um outdoors so you can have some fresh air and bring your Bible or bring your devotion and just sit out there and read. And I know sometimes also for me, what helps is that if you have cold water and you splash it on your eyes, it helps to wake you up faster. So, yeah. And I'm going to try to make this a habit. I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to be a habit because it's been 2 days that I've woken up early, not 21. But with God's help, I will make it through. And you guys can make it through too with God's help. So that's my challenge for you today and for this week. And if you want to do it for longer, then do it for longer. Anyway, all right. So just remember to wake up in the morning and have your time with God because that is the most important thing. Instead of doing it in the day, God will still accept that, but there's something special about those early morning hours. So let's take and embrace that blessing. All right.